In this video, I'm going to show you the basics of how to mount a GoPro on your motorcycle. The first step is to choose a sturdy location that you want to mount the camera. I'm choosing right there on the front of my gas tank, and I'm going to demonstrate the process using these adhesive mounts. They come in two different types, a flat mount shown here, or a curved mount. Because you can get these in curved or flat, these are really versatile for mounting your camera just about anywhere you can think of on your motorcycle. Once you have an approximate location in mind that you want to put your GoPro, go ahead and turn the camera on and use it to frame your shot to get a precise point to install the adhesive mount. On my bike, that's going to be right there in the middle of the gas tank, and a little bit off to the right will actually help center the lens where I want it. To help you get good adhesion, clean the area that you want to put the mount and make sure it's completely dry before you install it. Once you get the mount just where you want it, it helps to apply a little bit of pressure evenly throughout the mount, and then ideally, you're supposed to let these set up for about 24 hours before it's strong enough to hold your camera. To attach your GoPro to the adhesive mount, you'll need one of these. These are called buckle mounts, and as you can see, they do come in a few different shapes to help you position the camera just where you want it. And then to attach your GoPro to the buckle mount, you use a case. This is just the basic case that comes with the GoPro. The front door pops open, you can slide your camera inside, and then snap the door closed. It doesn't really do much other than just hold the camera and offer you the bare minimum of protection. The case allows you to attach your camera to the buckle mount using these two slots on the bottom. They slide together, and then you use a thumb screw to attach them. Some of the newer GoPros have the fingers already part of the camera, so they don't require a case to install it to the buckle mount, but I'd still recommend using a case for some of the extra benefits you get. Like this case has extra protection for in case I drop the camera, or from flying debris, which you get a lot of on the racetrack. Or this case has a special slot at the bottom that holds my GoPro microphone adapter, so this is a great case to hold everything nice and tidy for when I'm running an external mic. Now to get all this set up on your bike, go ahead and start by sliding the buckle mount through the grooves of the adhesive mount until it clicks in place. Next, you just slide the camera into the grooves of the buckle mount until they line up, and then use the thumb screw to install them together. Now if your camera isn't in a good spot just by using the buckle mount, you can get extra extensions from GoPro for putting your camera a little bit further up if you need it. These extensions will install to the buckle mount using the provided screw that comes with the extension. Once you get that tightened down and in place just where you want it, then you just install the camera to the other end, just like before, using the thumb screw. Using one of these extensions can be helpful for getting your GoPro into a better spot, but they do have a drawback, which is that they will cause extra vibrations. A short extension like this will cause a little bit of shaking, but not too bad. But if you get carried away and try and put some crazy contraption on there of extensions, I don't care how awesome of an angle you can get your GoPro into, the amount of shaking that's going to happen is going to make your footage unwatchable. Ideally, you want to install your camera with just the buckle mount and no extensions, if you can help it. But even still, just know sometimes these buckle mounts will have a little bit of play in them. Fear not, there's a solution for this. Take a piece of masking tape and place it over the adhesive mount. This will act as a shim between the grooves of the adhesive mount and the buckle mount to help tighten everything up and take away some of that free play. There you go, problem solved. The last thing you should do is tether your camera so that way you don't lose it if something comes undone. There's more than one way to do it, but I'll just show you how I personally do it, and that's with a piece of safety wire and 2 safety clips. I attach it to the GoPro by drilling a hole into the thumb screw. I use this hole to attach one end of the safety clip to the GoPro camera, and the safety clip also has the added benefit of giving you a built-in wrench for turning the screw easier by hand. The other safety clip just attaches somewhere on the motorcycle itself. In this case, I drilled a hole in the race bodywork and just put a zip tie through. This way, even if something comes apart, you still get to keep your GoPro. Now, as far as camera settings go, I'm going to keep it real brief and just give you some tips on what applies to using your GoPro on a motorcycle. Video stabilization. Use it. It helps a lot to smooth out your footage. For the resolution, I like to use 1080. Anything less isn't good enough, and anything more just seems overkill. For frames per second, I like to use 30 or 60 frames per second to give a nice natural looking motion blur to the footage. For the field of view, I use super view for everything. All the other ones are good for other stuff for using your GoPro, but what I found is no matter where you're going to put your camera on your motorcycle, super view is the only one that's going to actually capture everything you want to in the shot. If you want to see some of my footage, go ahead and click the screen there for a playlist of all the videos that I've captured using my GoPro riding at the racetrack. I hope this video was helpful, but if you have any more questions, go ahead and leave a comment down below and I'll help you out if I know the answer. Thanks for watching my video, and good luck with yours.